Caution, 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 caution.
Safe fuel, safe fuel, safe fuel, safe fuel. We are on fuel here, Chase, because we were not ready to leave. So we're just going to have to see how this goes and see if we can make it. Everything you can do to save here, though.
All right, so there you have it. They are not good on fuel. So we talked about the time. Well, let's show you what it looks like. 19 on the left, 11 comes in. Remember, we showed the pit stop times. This isn't old school. This isn't slow pit stops. It's all about the two guys with the dump cans. Both right sides look good. They come to the left. Now watch the difference. The 19 is going to drop to Jack, and he goes 11. Wait. The fueler shakes his head. 2.5, 3 seconds worth of fuel. That's the whole situation. Execution, communication, oh, frustration. You see the body language. So I don't know if it was miscommunicated, if Chase didn't understand what the signal was supposed to be for Chase. Obviously, though, they are not good on fuel. 2.5 seconds should be like 3 gallons. That's like 6 laps.
Here's Chase Briscoe, 19 radio.
So right now, nothing changes. Just focus on restart, getting the lead, and what will be is what will be.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had it revved up so loud. As soon as I heard anything, I just went.
All right, the 12's in the back of the 19. They got help from Chase Elliott as well and out outside line. The inside does not connect, and look at the ground they lose. Oh, the 19.
To the lead.
The 19 pulls down in front of his teammate. That it makes the 11 have to lift. The 12 with a chance to clear is not going to do it. Denny's going to side draft really aggressively. 3 wide behind Adam.
Last 2 winners here, racing for second right now. Blaney outside of Hamlin. Chase Elliott gets up to 4th.
Is the 19 doing as you say, Steve? Is he doing things with the throttle? Look, lifting early, going to 3/4 throttle right there. He's looking in the mirror, seeing that he can do that. Denny's not close enough to really try to do anything, so he's going to lift a little early before the end of the straightaway. Here he is again, full throttle, headed toward the tunnel turn. So he's saving a little fuel by trying to lift a little bit early at the end of these straightaways, all while watching where Denny's at and trying not to allow that 11 car to get by.
Well, let's check it out. Chase Briscoe getting nearly 5 miles a gallon. Denny Hamlin 4.6, meaning for every gallon of gas, Chase Briscoe's going about another 1/3 of a mile, another 1/4 of a mile. That over the entire fuel run may be a difference. So to your point, that's not by luck, and that's not by tune-up. That is Chase Briscoe saving gas versus Denny Hamlin. Fuel mileage continues to play a role here at Pocono.
Right here at the end of the straightaway. He's probably lifting a little bit there, and that jumps up to 5.2.
Look at that, last lap, big saving, big chunk of saving right there.
And it allows...
No brake into one or left brake. Just drive in deeper. That partial lift is not doing it for us.
So what he said, partial lifting isn't saving enough. I need you to lift completely off and just try to use less brake. Coast in there with more speed, all while stacking these guys up behind him. Remember that dirty air animation you showed us earlier? He's using that perfectly. He lets the 11 get there, then he shuts that air off. I was looking at the miles per gallon. He's up to almost 5.4 miles per gallon versus like a 4.7, 4.8. There you go, 5.3 right now. Just lifting, coasting off into the corner. That's the best mileage of anyone by a very big chunk. Let's listen into the 19 with an update.
Doing what you're doing, don't make any changes unless we tell you.
If we maintain this, we can get there. If we maintain what you're doing right now, we will make it. Just be disciplined.
Negative, flip to a positive. A glimmer of hope. That light at the end of the tunnel is no longer a train. Now it's victory lane. If you could just somehow maintain this. Now I want you to hold off Denny Hamlin while saving gas.
Look at the stress on top of the pit box.
I need you to give me a little more into one. Just focus on your marks into there.
So that's the engineer, judging by my experience yesterday. That's the guy that's actually the one telling the crew chief, here's your fuel mileage. Here's what I think we can do. Here's how hard I think we can run. Here's how much we need to save. And he's got to be right? The pressure is on the crew chief, but all the individuals on top of that pit box have such a critical role.
Here's 11 radio, Denny Hamlin's team.
How do you feel about his fuel mileage?
He's probably half a lap short at best. They think if they continue doing this, they'll be close to make it.
All right, so the 19th story is we think we can make it. The 11 looking at the same data saying, nah, I don't buy that. I think they're half a lap short. This chess match, this is a poker hand for sure. You have the 19, they know the 11 can hear it. They know they can look on the radio. Denny, I I'm with you. I don't think he's back there by choice. I guess he's asking because now it looks like he's mounting a charge. We'll see if he is saving, maybe just saving some tired Dales. This is so awesome.
It is. I'm entertained.
Nursing it off of turn 3 and back to the start-finish line. It'll be 2 remaining for Chase Briscoe. And you start thinking about the playoff implications here. You know, if Briscoe wins, it would be the 6th driver in the last 8 races to get his first win of the year, and it would be an 11th driver that had won this year to lock himself into the playoffs with 9 to go after today.
Watch that telemetry. If there's any fuel issues on the 19, we'll see it in the RPM. If the RPM drops, that means it's either not picking up the fuel or it's running out of gas. A lap and a half to go.
Anxious times in the 19 camp. Played the game so well today. Now you just got to get it across the finish line. And every time around just increases the level of heartbreak if you can't finish the deal. Here he is off of turn 3. You'll see the white flag. This time by 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Sounding good so far.
Let me get a little.
Up to full solve.
Through turn 1 and onto the straightaway, leading to the tunnel turn.
Still not stumbling. Good early shift. Keep the RPMs low. Just a little bit early there.
Across the tunnel turn, the short chute over to turn 3.
Motor still sounding good to me. Off into turn 3. He just needs one more good throttle off of turn 3 here and should be good to go.
What a day for the 19. Good to the last drop. Chase Briscoe saves and wins in Pocono.
Awesome job, guys. Thank you so much.
First win of the year, first since going over to Joe Gibbs Racing. And in his first campaign driving for the coach, he'll head to the playoffs. Led 72 laps, got a stage victory. Incredible day for Chase Briscoe. Three drivers from Joe.
Proud of you. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. That's awesome. Good to hear the crew chief and the driver once they cross the finish line. A lot of relief, but some great instruction throughout that whole run on what he needed to do to be able to save as much fuel as necessary. And I bet nobody's more relieved than the driver because he was the one who pulled out of the stall early and put him in this position. So he had to go out there and find that fuel. They were able to do it. Incredible day for Chase, not only winning the race, scoring more points than anybody.
Driver from Mitchell, Indiana, perhaps some foreshadowing. It's Indiana Pacers in Game 7 tonight. NBA Finals taking on OKC. Third driver for Joe Gibbs Racing to win this year, and the 7th to get it done at Pocono. Coach has now won here 18 times.
He is putting the front brake into this thing so he can do a burnout down this front straightaway, I imagine.
Say he saved enough.
That was a battle of Sunoco and Goodyear right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sunoco held on longer.
It's a big deal, too, for Bass Pro Shops. Johnny Morris, been with Martin Truex Jr. for years with this race team. Now with Chase Briscoe and starting to write a new chapter for this partnership.